We're good.
I'm Colin Conroy here with Coach Simon of the high school track team. So, how long have you been a coach for the track team?
Let's see here. This would be my 13th year as head coach. Before that, I was an assistant for 3 years. So, I guess 16th year total. So, getting up in age.
So, what's the hardest part about being a track coach?
I'd say the trickiest thing is knowing where to enter some of our kids, to try to get the best fit for the team and for relays and field events and things like that. So, especially if you have a large team, it gets to be a little bit tricky as far as getting kids into certain events.
So, what events do you coach?
Well, I coach the sprinters. High school and junior high sprinters, and the high jump and the hurdles. And I also take care of the relays, so the 4x1, 4x4, 4x8, and then 4x2 if we're looking at the junior high side of things there. So that's what I take care of. And then we have 3 assistant coaches that help with the other events.
So if you could sum up, how would you summarize the mechanics of sprinting?
Well, you want to be smooth and efficient. Obviously, being a sprinter, you want to be quick out of the gate. We really work on coming out of the blocks quite a bit and try to really perfect coming out of the blocks and making sure that we are driving out of those blocks in those first 10 yards, 10 meters, somewhere in there, and then about just being smooth with our mechanics. We want to make sure that we are, high with our hands and bringing it to the holster and just keeping a smooth, efficient sprint, running upright, and it does make a big difference when you can be efficient with that sprint. So we also want to make sure that we finish well, and we practice leaning in that finish line and things like that, so we can edge out our opponents.
So, how would you explain high jump to someone who's never done it before?
Well, the biggest thing is making sure that you jump straight up, not jumping into the bar, and there's a lot that goes into it, and it takes more than a day to work the technique and get the hang of it. That's why we obviously try to go through things in steps with the high jump. But the biggest thing is obviously making sure that you know what foot you're taking off of. Generally, with a right-handed person, you'll jump off your left foot probably 9 times out of 10. So that's the biggest thing. And then just having good awareness of when you need to take off and making sure that we're getting to that highest point and getting over the bar. So. Those are kind of some of the biggest things with a beginner.
So thank you for this interview. That was Coach Simon of the high school track team.